That's insane.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm ready if you guys are.
I'm going to stand behind Remy, apparently.
He doesn't cover much area, so I just duck.
That's true.
My stomach hurts.
I'm going to die.
So, you are all in Daskent, standing before Evelyn's tower and the giant metal gate that bars entry. You have all turned to see Evelyn floating down before you, looking dangerous and beautiful as ever. You see Vakdes, the Chaos Lord of Death, standing, crawling out of the ground before you. He's 12 feet tall, and his body is made of rotted, broken wood. He carries a huge scythe, and his face is some twisted mask behind which you see the light of chaos. In the center of his chest, where our heart should be, is a hole filled with that same glistening magic. He steps towards you, and his mace is, or his scythe even, sorry, is maybe 15 feet tall, towering over everyone, and he stands waiting for Evelyn's instruction. She considers you all for a moment, curious to see how you'll react, waiting once again for you to strike. And I think we're all going to roll initiative at this point.
So Remy will, he's going to like kind of put his hand in the air and say, "Excuse me, Miss Evelyn, got a question for you."
Her gaze turns towards you.
So, we've been thwarting your efforts to conquer the universe for like a year now. And it just occurred to me now. You ever considered why you're doing this?
She smiles.
Seems kind of futile.
And I look up at Byron for the big word I just used.
She sort of floats slightly closer. And
I mean, you want to conquer the cosmos, right? But isn't the cosmos infinite? You gonna do this forever?
So when she speaks, it's in this kind of low, kind of patronizing voice. And she just says, "My motivations, Remy, they are beyond you."
So why don't you try to? I mean, if you can't articulate it, maybe you don't have motivations.
I hunger, Remy. Hunger always. When you eat, do you expect to eat everything in the world? No. You eat because you are hungry. That is why I do what I do.
You tried going vegetarian?
Then Remy will charge and stab her.
Yeah, no, I was going to say at that, I think, initiative times.
Okay.
Elishan got a 24.
Oh, God.
Rose and Karina are 19.
I'm going to be using new dice from a certain someone. Best roll well.
Have you warmed him up?
That's a lot of pressure. No pressure.
Let's see. I was going to save the ivory ones for the Mino, so we'll put those to one side. 19 and a 16. I'll go with the 19. Let's roll that again for the initiative roll.
If anybody rolls ones, let me know, because I can give you my luck now.
Oh, have you got bountiful luck?
I do.
Oh, Remy is becoming a chaos god. I'm twisting it. I got 13 for my initiative. That seems ominous. But...
Okay. Evelyn is up first.
Did we take damage last session at all?
We did.
We did. Okay.
There was a chaos mishap.
Okay.
Or a teleportation mishap.
Right.
Can I just clarify? I believe that we opened the gate because it was unlocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gate is
So-
open.
Evelyn has floated past the gate, and this guy's crawled up.
No,
out of the
so
gate as well.
guys, so the tower and open gate are behind you, and Evelyn is in front of you, coming from the infinite expanse of chaos.
Right.
And beneath her is Vagdes, kind of growing up out of that.
Okay.
So
She beat a 26.
she did.
I told
She's
you
got
she was.
plus 20.
I told you she was gonna be speedy as fuck.
So she stands all above you, or floats all above you, sorry. And you see she kind of crosses her arms and cocks her head to one side. And her gaze turns towards Byron. And she says, the illusionist, master of magic. She kind of grins. They say reality is at your whim. I am reality here. You are worthless. And she raises her arms, and kind of shimmering out from where you stand, Byron, the entire world, the entire earth that you stand on, and all of you eventually, as it kind of spreads out infinitely, begins and shifts until it is made of Evelyn's countless infinite forms of her body, all slightly twisted and broken, grabbing and clawing at all of you, scratching and pulling you down. Your minds are seeing that the entire world, everything that you are looking at, has suddenly become her, and it is an impossible concept to comprehend, as what you once knew as the ground suddenly becomes Evelyn's. After a brief second, it returns to normal. But Byron, or each of you, sorry, is going to make me a wisdom save, please.
With advantage because of Hero's Feast.
Ew.
Is this something that would make them frightened?
Nope.
Okay.
28.
Jeez Louise.
I got 21. Rolled an
I got a-
11. But
I got a 13.
10.
Okay, so 13, did you say, Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
What did Rose get?
25, and Kreen got a 24.
Oh, am I next to Crean?
Okay.
Anybody within 10 foot of Kreen would get +4.
Well, then I rolled a what did I roll? A 14. So 17. 17. Sorry.
There's also Arthur's and Velo,
Mm-hmm.
depending on where they are. But...
Do you want me to roll
Yeah.
for Arthas, or you got him?
Yeah, that would.
I don't
no,
know
I
his
got it.
stats. But okay.
I'll go stats, yeah. I was saying I'll do it. That's cool. Okay.
But you rolled bad.
Yeah, I do. So the what did you get with Green's bonus, Dan?
With Crean's bonus, so it's a 25. Up from
Okay.
51.
So you succeed, Remy, you fail. So if you succeeded, you take 16 psychic damage. If you fail, you take 32. And then Evelyn is going to kind of float slightly over the top of Rose and begin descending towards her. But that's going to be her first turn for now. Remy, it's your go.
Ow! I will go for the Chaos Lord since he is not floating. Is he within melee range?
He is if you move to him.
Okay. Can I stay within Kreen's radius and still be close to him?
He's about 20 feet away from you.
All right. Well, fuck it. I'll activate the Sword of Feast and Famine with a triumphant shit dick. And first strike. God damn it. That's with. Oh, I don't have advantage, do I? Sorry. My bad. So that'll be a 21 to hit.
21 misses.
Okay. I'll just roll them all at once here. For the remaining 3, that is a 27, a 23.
That hits.
And then a miss. So that'll be 2 hits with Nancy. Oh.
While you're adding that up, Dylan, it'd be super helpful just because you have a bonkers turn. If you could pre-roll it, because we've got quite a lot to get through. So if you could just
like on someone else's turn and roll all my stuff.
Yeah, just so you can start doing the maths or whatever.
That's fine.
Just because then we can get through things quicker. Cheers, mate.
Going forward, I will do.
Thank you. Just for this fight because we got no limited time.
That's right, pal.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll give you my damage roll in a second here. So that's going to be a total of 28, 38, 42 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to regain 10 hit points. And that'll be my turn.
Very nice. Alishan.
Okay. How far away is Evelyn from me right now?
So you are probably standing within 5 feet of Rose, and Evelyn is probably about 5 feet above Rose's head at this point. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We'll say she's quite close.
Sure. I am going to take a few steps back, grab Byron by the shoulder, and say, "Stay hidden," and cast Greater Invisibility on him.
Dope.
And then with my bonus action, going to turn to Arthas and say, "We're going to get through this, right?"
He nods. Right.
And that's my goal.
Inspiration, I assume. Was that?
Yes. It's a D12 for Arthas.
Ooh. Okay. So, Rose and Green.
Rose is going to touch the holy symbol at her belt and cast Holy Aura. So all friendly creatures that are currently my allies right now are within a 30-foot radius are going to have advantage on all saving throws, and all other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against them.
Very nice.
Yep. And then Crean is going to rush up and attack for, you said 21 misses?
Yep.
All right. And that is his highest. Oh, wait, no, this would have been a 23.
23 hits.
Okay.
This is Vacdes. He's attacking her, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
For 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Vacdes growls as you strike him, Remy, and he lets out this kind of oaken roar that seems to kind of resonate through you. And then he attacks you.
Okay.
So, first one is going to be a crit.
Oh, no. Boom. I'm going to use luck to make you re-roll that.
Okay. That is going to be instead a... yeah, that's going to miss. 18.
Yep.
Second one is going to miss with a 21.
Mhm.
I think that misses.
Yeah, 23 is your number.
Third one is going to be 27.
Okay.
Fourth one is going to be 24.
Those both hit.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. So let me get these bad boys. Okay, you're going to take, for the first one that hit, you're going to take 39 points of slashing damage.
Mhm.
And for the second one, you're going to take 35 slashing damage.
Okay. Ouch.
And yeah.
Down
Then
100
with
hit
his
points
bonus
already.
action, nice. With his
Did
bonus
he
attack,
roll all those attacks with disadvantage?
Yep.
Oh,
every single,
okay. Seriously?
Fuck. Okay.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
dude is bonkers to hit. And then he's going to use his bonus action to he fades into a white mist and reappears towering behind Rose, standing over her. And that's gonna be his go.
Do they get any kind of attack of opportunity?
I mean, just teleporting.
Okay.
He's not actually moving. Like, I think you don't get it. Okay, then Evelyn is going to take a legendary action to. Okay, I'm gonna roll for this one. I'm gonna be kind. Arthas, dope. She turns to Arthas and whispers, "I'm going to kill her and make you watch," and then fires with disadvantage. Dope. It's a 25 to hit total. Oh shit! I didn't get enough d6s. Okay. She fires this blast of chaos
What
energy
is
that looks.
Elishan's gonna like shout out the fuck you are, and I'm gonna try and cutting words. The 25.
Okay. Go for it.
D12, which I put all of them away.
Okay. It is
Hold on.
possible for you to make this attack miss.
Yeah, because his AC is the 19, right?
Yep.
I knew that much. What was it?
25.
25. Seems to get 6 or more.
I rolled a 5. Damn it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. He takes that much damage, which is okay. Let's see. $34. Where's the attack? Okay, he takes 74 damage.
What kind of damage?
Chaos. Whatever that is. I think necrotic chaos really is.
He's resistant to necrotic damage right now.
Okay, he takes half of that. Thank you.
37.
Yeah, again, if you guys just do that and interrupt me and remind me of stuff like that, it's extremely hard to keep track of the ridiculousness that you guys have. So thank you.
So 37, right?
Yep, 37.
Is he the only one resistant to necrotic, or should I?
That's all of us because of Hero's Feast, isn't it?
Hear his face.
Yep.
Okay.
Was any of the damage I took last turn necrotic?
No, that was all just slashing.
Okay.
Byron, your go.
Are you sure necrotic? Are you sure Hero's Feast makes us resistant to necrotic?
I have it written down that I'm resistant to necro. Oh no! Because of the potion. Because of the potion I made.
The potions.
The
Have we all
mark that
taken those?
Yes, because I marked everybody's neck with the potions. 7 days.
Yeah.
Right, I have it written down too.
Okay, cool.
You've got the little week-long tattoo in your neck. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And what is Arthas's and Vela's initiative?
Arthas was a 12. Vela was a 13.
Thank you. Just want to make sure you rolled.
Did I roll 13 as well then?
You did.
Right.
So
Oh.
I'm just going to say you go first.
Okay. She called me out, and I really feel like my level 9 spell is really good. I have lots of level 9 to choose from, but one of them I could just completely counter her argument.
Do it.
Oh, I feel like Byron would, but this might bite me in the ass later. Anyway. So invisible, which is a little less dramatic, but maybe it freaks her out a little bit. Presumably, I'm in a safe spot, but she can hear. You think you rule this reality? And there's a click, and I'm going to cast Wish to cast Mirage Arcane, which normally takes 10 minutes to do, and I'm going to warp everything within a mile to my liking.
She is going to counterspell.
She
She can't-
cannot.
she-
because
She can't counterspell Wish.
she can't see Byron to
She
cast counterspell. She can't see him.
If she has
casting
true seeing, she
spell.
certainly can.
If she has true sight, she can. She's got blind sight. She knows where he is. I did
okay,
research.
very well. Then she does go for
Right.
it.
So she wait. I'm confused. Does she not counterspell it?
She can't.
She can't.
She can't see him. Okay.
If she has blind sight,
Right.
she knows where I am, but not enough to counter the counterspell, I think is what we're
Yeah,
getting. If
right.
you have
Yeah.
true sight, you can just see.
Mm-hmm.
She
Oh,
can't.
good.
I'm proud.
Well done, C. Yeah, so there's a resounding click, and it just echoes across the plane, and as it goes, everything warps to Byron's liking. So what I imagine
Okay.
is, you said her forms kind of disappeared. He almost like banished them from the ground, and it looks like the keep back home, like it's rolling hills, and he's even gonna like build like this for like it's just basically he's bringing a little section of home, so there's like little houses and it's homely, and maybe there's some battlements and stuff, just to bring his home directly into her home, as it were.
Yeah. Very
And
cool.
also he probably
Can have
makes
information.
her fortress look much more human
Yeah.
and plain.
Awesome. Yeah. Inspiration if you missed that, Dan.
Cheers. So that takes his action, and I'm currently invisible. I am going to, presuming that I'm not within anyone's attack range, I'm going to start moving for the tower,
Okay.
away from the combat to some extent, and go through the gate, or get closer to the gate.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, that's a 9th level spell used.
Very cool. Vagdes is going to use one of his legendary actions on the end of your turn.
Okay.
Rose, he is going to reach out with a gnarled claw and strike you. Oh, yes, roll disadvantage. Okay, that's an 18 and an 11, so 26 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
You take a thrown dice across the room.
Okay.
You take 19 points of necrotic damage, which will be halved to 9, which does not... you can't heal that. Your max hit points is reduced permanently.
Ooh.
But is it necrotic? So she's resistant to that, right?
So she took 19, then it was halved to 9.
Oh, but she
Like
can't
I
get it back. Gotcha. Sorry.
Which
Sorry.
can get that back.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, Vela's turn. She is going to go for Vagdes. Let me just flip to my Vela stats.
It worked, see, it worked.
Yay! I'm so happy.
I may have some bad news for you in a little while, Dan.
That's Elishan's big move.
Okay, so that is going to be miss, hit, crit. Dope. So that's going to be...
You critted with disadvantage?
No, this is Vela attacking. So this is...
Sorry.
Okay, so she hits Vagdes for 23 points of damage. Arthas turns to his werewolf form and immediately leaps and claws at Vela. Or not.
Betrayal.
Yeah. claws at
If you really
Evelyn.
want to make C cry, that would be a good way to go.
Chaos
It's
the
been
whole
the long
time.
game this entire
Way
time.
to make C cry. Don't you worry about that. Okay, that's gonna be 2 hits from Arthas. That is a nice change from his usual shit self. It's gonna be 23 on the first one, and oh damn, Arthas. 24 on the second one. Nice. So as he kind of leaps at Evelyn, he like scratches her, and you see these like huge rips that kind of travel down her form and then immediately kind of reshape themselves. And it's her turn back at the top of the round, and she says, "This body is an avatar, fool," she says, but you can hear her voice is sort of shaking. And she says, "If you plunged your sword into the earth, would you expect it to die? Would the sky cave in? Would the lights go dark? Can you cut the wind?" And she is going to spin around to Elishan. And can you use paroxysm? Elishan, I need you. Damn it! I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma, you say?
Yeah, because it's the random save, and I rolled a 6.
With
Remember,
advantage.
you got that advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I do. Which dice? Okay, these two.
Bet you wish you took counterspell now.
Not a
Technically,
spell,
it's
is it?
not a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
No,
It was an innate chaos ability, I think the notion was.
With
Yeah.
it wasn't a spell. That would be a 28.
A 28 on
Uh,
saves.
yay.
So you don't have to make chaos saves, but you do take half of this number of d8s, which I don't think I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to listen to them fall.
Well, I don't have that many d8s.
Ah.
Oh boy.
Okay, you take a half of 128 damage. So 64.
Is
Necrotic.
it necrotic?
So,
Okay,
again,
thanks.
32.
32.
Yep.
Thank fuck. So my concentration save that I have to make now with advantage because of Holy Aura is 16.
So you see erupting from Evelyn's body is just this. It's not a bolt of light. It's just a bolt of pure energy that has no real color except that hideous black and blue twisting smoke that engulfs Elishan for a moment, but she stands firm when the dust fades.
And with a 14 on the dice, with a +1 for my constitution, makes that a 15. But because of my eagle brooch, it's a 16. So I save, and Byron is still invisible.
Oh my god! A little baby brooch coming in. From like,
Yeah.
Awesome. So for that, then that is going to end her go with and all she says is a simple like, And Remington.
So I'll run over to the Chaos Lord and just kind of cry out at him.
Get back over here, you rotting prick!
And I rolled 3 hits on him. One of which, sorry, 2 of which were a crit.
Dope.
So my total on those is, sorry, bear with me one sec. 29,
No worries, man.
60. I probably should have done this math earlier. 60, 75, 84, 80, sorry, 91, 99 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
What do you heal for?
Just with these 6s, so 25, 32 points.
Good.
So Remy just gives this lunging strike that just you like feel your arm, Remy, just like clang and jar in that horribly painful way, and your fingers kind of tingle. But like splinters of chaos and this cracked wood just fly off him, and he lets out this kind of muffled scream.
I don't know if he has any healing ability, but he is cursed by the famine side of the sword, so he will not be able to heal. And he has 1 point of exhaustion.
Dope. The dopest. Okay. He is going to use his legendary action at the end of your turn to crack back immediately with a double scythe attack at disadvantage. That's going to miss, and that's going to hit. I think 13. Yeah, 28.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. You take 35 slashing damage.
Okay.
So you just crack into him and he roars, and kind of with his offhand, the scythe just swings around again, and he kind of chokes up on it as you're close, so that he's just going to bring it across you.
Okay.
Elishan.
So Elishan is going to kind of like take the hit of the paroxysm and, kind of weathers the storm or whatever. And then she's going to straighten herself up to her full height and say, is that the best you've got? And she's going to raise a finger, and it's going to begin to glow green as she's going to cast Disintegrate at Evelyn.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, I should have rolled this in advance. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person.
You are, but we'll forgive you.
It's going to be 66 points of damage, I think. Yes, 66 points of damage. Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. That's a natural 19. So a bunch. 32.
Okay. But so half of 66 force damage. So 33 force damage.
Cool. And so she kind of almost like bats your spell aside, but it does kind of like lay into her more than she was expecting. She swoops down right in front of you.
And takes an attack of opportunity from Arthas?
She does. But I'll roll that in a second. She says, You are standing on my body. You breathing this air? That is my body. You think you've come here to slay me, but you've not. You've entered my house, and now you will dance to my song, and by the time I play my final note, you'll be begging for death. But we're beyond that now. You will live on as lords of my kingdom of infinite squalor.
Frankly, I'm begging for death just listening to you talk.
Arthas hits, baby. Big boy damage. 18. Okay, 24 points of damage. And she's going to use a legendary action, Elishan, to Chaos Blast. 32 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Does it? Okay. 2. Okay. 73 necrotic halved to 36. Does it half again? Oh, no. Yeah. That's it. 36 chaos damage. I was thinking of the other attack.
Cool.
And so this just is like she's reaching out and just point blank, like Iron Man blasts you in the chest, and it kind of makes you stumble back.
Oh, speaking of which, she did roll that with disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Damn it. Okay.
17 and 18 on the dice. Rose and Green.
So Kreen is going to hit with his 2 attacks and do 24 points of damage.
To the Chaos Lord.
Yeah, to the Chaos Lord.
Okay.
And Rose is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yep.
At 4th level and does a 25 hit the Chaos Bitch.
A 25 does hit.
All right.
Chaos Bitch Evelyn or the Chaos Lord?
Chaos Bitch Evelyn.
Okay.
And that is going to be 20 points of damage. And then
20 damage.
yeah. And then I need a con save.
Con save.
Yeah.
She will likely fail, so she's just going to use a legendary resistance.
All right.
Burn through them.
Yep.
Will you?
Let's hope.
I mean, that's the hope.
What did you cast for the con save?
Word of Radiance.
She used the legendary
For a
resistance for a cantrip?
It's fine.
Yep.
What are you doing?
No, just, that's
Stop helping. Which means she probably has a shit ton.
We hope.
Yep.
Not. I mean, we hope not.
If we're playing by the rules, she only gets 3. But maybe we're not.
When have
I
I
don't-
ever played by the rules?
I don't think we're playing by the rules. And that's Argo.
Very well. Vakades's go. So he is currently engaged with Remy and Kreen. He is going to turn and smash down on Kreen and Remy, 2 each. So Remy, that's going to be 1 miss with a 19.
Mhm.
That's going to be fucking crit, and a 32.
If you crit, I'm going to make you re-roll it with luck.
No, so he disadvantage. He got a crit and a 17, so 32 to hit.
So you rolled a crit?
No,
Oh,
so
no, you
crit,
did
but
with
it was
disadvantage.
disadvantage. So
Got it. So then no, I'll just take that.
Okay, so you take 28 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and Kreen is going to. That's going to be a 17 to hit and a 28 to hit.
Both hit.
17 hits Kreen.
His AC is 17.
What a pussy. He takes 30 damage on the first one, slashing, and 33 damage on the second one, slashing also.
You know, he's got Cobalt Rage. That's a thing, right?
Yeah. And that's the end of his go. Byron.
So, is Rose looking okay now that Evelyn's moved away? Because she was being ganged up on.
Yeah, so she was hanging over Rose. I don't think she ever actually attacked her. Well, she
Nope,
really- no,
I
she-
distracted her.
Yeah.
And then what's his name?
Back
Try to
there.
touch me. Yeah. Backgate tried to touch me.
Bad touch.
Bad touch. Shows
I
your
need an
danger.
adult.
I think I'm going to do Bigby's hand. So as Evelyn floats in the air and is all menacing and stuff, there's going to be a large hand that just sort of appears above her and behind her, and I'm going to attempt to just smash her into the floor.
Nice.
Effectively.
They're using Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bigby's hand. At just base 5th level for now. Yeah. So clench fist. I just take it. That's an 18 plus 11 to
That
hit.
hits.
That does. Okay. D8s.
I made my concentration save. I just remembered I forgot to make it after
Cool.
the.
That was really stupid. I started rolling D4s and was like, hang on, those are not high enough numbers. 22. Force damage. Yeah, so the fist sort of curls into a fist above her and just smashes her down as she's like gloating with Elishan.
She gets smashed down and then just kind of fades from reality and reappears back in the exact spot she was.
Like all still floating, she kind of like phased and okay. I am going to continue distancing myself. Trying to.
So you making for the tower?
I'm going to try. I've
yeah.
only got movement, so
you're gonna get there next turn.
But I am actually getting there because we couldn't walk to places previous.
No. Once you're past the gates, you're in.
Okay.
And so just if you want just a quick reminder about the tower. Where's my description of it? Yeah, here. Okay. So the tower is this great black spire that twists and shifts with this chaotic blue energy that swirls around. Above it, there's these clouds like roiling that are black and kind of flashing with like this, or would be had you not, changed it all. And there's this wide doorway in the base with a spiral staircase that you can see leading up. Vela's go. Okay, she's going for Vectus as well now. And misses with all but one of her attacks. That was woeful. And rolls rubbish damage. She does 9.
Did you hit with Vagdas? Did you hit Remy for any damage, or did you hit Crean twice for 6?
So he did 2 attacks to Remy, 2 attacks to Crean in the last turn.
Okay.
And he hit them both. He hit Remy once and Crean twice.
I'm not. Okay. I didn't get down the damage for when you hit Remy, but I presume it was considerable.
Yeah, 30s, I think, like 32 or something.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. And Arthas is gonna just doggedly chase down Evelyn. Oh, damn.
I see what you
He's
did
rolling
there.
well today. Pardon?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, thank you. 16, 24, 27. That's 35 damage. As he just like comes up behind her and just tackles her and just rips into her. But again, she's sort of like, as though he's trying to grapple her, she just kind of slips her way out as though she's not really made of true matter. It's her turn again. And Byron, you hear her kind of whispering as though she's right next to you. And she says, you who cares so much for order, you're going to be my lord of madness, doomed to spend eternity in chaos and unthinking anguish. Which is not going to have any real mechanical benefit, but that's what she says. And you hear it as though she's right behind you. And then she's going to turn to Arthas and say, "Get away." And she's going to paroxysm Arthas. fuck for a strength save. God damn it. Okay. That's going to be a natural 19. So, yeah, he succeeds with ease. Where's my phone? Yeah. So he is going to take half of 129 damage, so 64. Which means he's taken 101 in total.
Which is then halved again to
It is.
37.
32.
30,
Half
yeah,
of
32,
64,
32. You're right. I know how to math. It's reverse math.
Which means he's taken 69. Awesome. Remy, you'll go.
So against the Chaos Lord, I rolled 4 hits.
Dope.
And my total is 92 points of damage.
Oh.
Now I heal for 33.
92, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
How's he looking?
He's looking what one would describe in gaming terms as bloodied, but what one would describe in chaos terms as distinctly unhealthy. There's like bits falling off him, and his voice is kind of this like, he never speaks, but he grunts and moans and kind of wails, and it comes out as this kind of cacophony of tortured sounds.
I'm going to use an action surge.
Oh, yeah.
And go ahead and attack him again for 3 more attacks. Boop, boop, boop. Roll. Nice. That's a crit and 2 hits.
Dope.
So now I have to do the math right now. Sorry.
No problem, mate. No problem.
So let's see. That's 3d4 plus an additional d4 is 4d4. 66 plus 2 more d6 is 8d6. And then 48 plus 21. Roll your boat. 30, 50, 70, 82 points of damage. And I will regain 26.
You just did 174 points of damage in a round.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh.
I'm going to action surge again. And try to bring this guy down this turn.
Oh. You could.
Let's see. Plus 13. Roll. That's another crit.
Yep.
And then my low roll was a 23.
A 23 is his AC.
Awesome. So that's going to be the same numbers again. 44, 8d6, and 48 plus 21. 60, 84 points of damage.
84.
How much damage did you do the first action surge?
First action surge was 82.
Nice.
So 90 plus
84.
80 plus 80 more or less.
So
Nice.
92 plus 82 plus 84. So that's going to be 258.
Still up?
He is.
Son of a bitch!
I wouldn't normally say this, but he has 10 hit points left.
Oh no!
That's all right.
Steal your kill. Creed's good.
Someone's gonna. Vela's gonna say, "I'm gonna be so pissed." Oh my god.
So he is going to use his legendary action, and he is going to whimper and strike you twice back.
Okay.
That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
And a 27 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. 27 to hit.
The cutting words, the first one, Elishan's gonna like yell out and be like, Yeah, you might have a Chaos Queen, but we've got a Remy. And that's going to be a 12 on the D12.
Nice. One hit then.
Remy the mini Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
27 slashing.
Okay.
After that, Alishan, it's your go.
Right, and she's going to kind of grin at Remy and clench her fist, and then she's going to strike the ground and cast Destructive Wave. And so that will be each creature within 30 feet of me must see a Constitution saving throw, or take
Very
5d6
nice.
thunder and 5d6 radiant.
Okay, so that's a natural one from Vakdash, tree resistance, because he would. And that's going to be... Wait, do they have disadvantage on this?
No.
No.
Oh, well.
No, wait, I'm not giving them.
Yeah. That is going to be a 12 plus... Okay, that's going to be a 25.
Okay. Evelyn succeeds her saving throw.
So they both succeed then.
The DC is 19.
Yeah, but he used legendary.
Yes, and I didn't roll enough D6s, so that is going to be 10, 22 points of thunder damage, and 18, 25 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Halved. Is that halved, or do I have to have it?
No, that's the full. So 11 thunder and 20. What did I say? The
12.
24. Okay.
11,
So
12.
you see Vakdas kind of drop to one knee as Remy just makes a display of the most intense power you've ever seen him perform, and you've seen him perform quite a bit. As he just cuts over and over again with such speed, using such a large sword that seems improbable and impossible. As Vakdas falls to one knee, Alishan punches the ground, and there's just this exploding wave outwards that sends Evelyn kind of scattering backwards, kind of flipping head over tail, and just turns Vakdas just to dust, and he kind of falls into this chaos goo that just kind of melds with the ground and spreads out, and you're standing on essentially what is keep ground, you know, the rolling hills that Dan made, but this begins turning back into that chaos ground that you've been on before.
Maybe we'll kind of look over to Elishan and give her like a nod and turn his attention towards Evelyn.
Evelyn
Combo move.
Evelyn yells in fury and is going to make an attack with a legendary action at Alishan for a 27 to hit.
Yeah, even if she rolls a natural one, she's going to hit me. My AC is only 16.
But natural one always misses. So.
True.
Okay, so that's going to be...
It was disadvantage, right? So she
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
rolled
yeah.
one.
There's always a chance.
But she didn't.
It's always so you're saying there's a chance.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Is it Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
86 necrotic halved to 43.
fucking hell. So a 21. So I have to almost crit my concentration check to keep you invisible, Byron.
Okay.
Oh no. So yeah, that one gets Elishan, and Byron fades back into existence.
So there's just this huge blast of light that Elishan survived before, but now the just pure power of this onslaught kind of takes her down a peg, and she stumbles back and loses focus on Byron's spell.
Yeah.
Or on the spell on Byron.
Yeah.
Rose and Green.
Is Kreen able to get to Evelyn to attack? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she's still doing the floaty shit.
She is in the air, but it'd be dickish to she's within range essentially.
All right, so it would be a 30 to hit and a 31 to hit.
Just about.
Yeah. So for a total of 37 damage.
37.
Yep. And then if green hit, my spiritual weapon hits for 15 damage. And then I'm going to send a cure wounds Elishon's way for 43.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Elishon was
How
on
much damage did you do there, Rose? Sorry.
That is 15 damage with my spiritual weapon.
Nice.
That is exactly the damage I just took. So I'm back up to
Mhm.
72.
Okay. So that is going to be Byron's turn.
How does Evelyn look? Is she still all
She's fine.
incorporeal? She's fine. Does
Yep.
she look like? Because you said she's been phasing out as we're doing damage. She just looks no different.
So every time she gets hurt, she just reverts back to her normal form. She doesn't look any different from the first time you saw her.
Right. So like Byron gets to the steps of the gate. You said I get. Oh, sorry, the steps of the tower this turn, and as he steps over the threshold, maybe he looks down and his hands are back, and he looks over and he sees the attack and all of this, and Evelyn looking absolutely no different, and he just beckons with his hand as he steps over the threshold, and the big bees just go I think the big bees, it can move 60 feet in a turn, so it can catch up with him.
Sure.
Yeah, he just makes a over the shoulder movement as he steps into the tower, and the hand goes soaring after him. So what does the inside of the tower look like?
So this is a spiral staircase that seems to extend infinitely above you. There's no real distinguishing features all the way up. It's just black stone.
Is it all the way around the outside? Is there a central pillar, or is it just a gap?
So yeah, it's a central pillar, and there's stairs leading up. So you can't just look up and see the top. You look up and you see the bottom of the stairs above you.
Okay. Yeah. So as the hand reaches me, I just lift up or jump up and get ready to sail all the way up. Well, as far up on the hand as I can.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. That was just my bonus. I'm going to tap myself twice on the chest and mirror image, and there'll be 4 of me standing at the bottom of this stairs.
Okay.
Only one Bigby's, only one Byron is being held by Bigby's hand as you go up the stairs, though.
It's got enough room on there for maybe 4 of us.
Oh, okay, true.
Although they could run.
Vay, let's go. She just leaps through the air, and you see that there's a twist of shadow as she kind of rips some of the chaos magic for her own use, and misses all but one attack. I did not roll a great character with her. She has 15 points of damage. Okay. Arthas. He's going to do the same. 1 miss, 1 hit. For 16, 22 points of damage. Okay. Back at the top of Evelyn's go. She turns to Rose, and she goes, "Rose, God lover, you think your beloved Lathander will help you? Then why is he not here? Is it because he's scared? What has he done for you? Helped you heal some folks, raise a few corpses, bestow vague answers upon you? He is not a god. I am a god." And she kind of like looms, and her body begins to grow and grow and grow. She says, "You wish to see him?" And she like reaches out towards you. Rose, I'm going to need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
18.
18 is a fail. You are considered stunned. You take 49 psychic damage. What you see in your head is Evelyn, her body shifts and turns into something that is a mile high. It is glowing with bright white light that is so powerful that it burns your eyes. It is the image of Lathander. The depictions of him show a good-natured looking, bright man, but this is different. The pure force of his being seems to twist your mind. You can't comprehend the sheer impossibility that is the perfection of his being. And then as you watch from his face, it just everything twists into black chaos and runs down his shoulders. And Evelyn rips out through his eyes and pulls him apart so that he falls into two pieces aside. And you take that much damage. 49, and you're considered stunned.
For a round, for...
So you may make the save at the end of each of your turn.
Okay.
Is Holy Aura
Intelligence
still
saving
up?
throw.
Uh,
I assume so.
What, whether stun stops concentration or not?
I see. Yeah,
Or,
so it'd be
you know,
24.
Yeah.
You got to beat, yeah.
I gotta be 24?
Yep.
That is not gonna happen.
Oh.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, I said something.
No.
Mhm. Yeah, so just refresh on stunned. You're incapacitated, you can't move, you can only speak falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dex saves, and all attacks against you have advantage. And so, obviously, incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions.
But none of that says it stops your concentration.
No, it
But I
doesn't.
took damage.
She took damage. She
Failed
failed the
concentration.
concentration check.
Oh,
Yep.
she failed the con. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
So, Rose, you can't take actions, you can't move, you can't speak properly, and you get to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 25, or 23 even, sorry, at the end of every one of your goes. And it
Right.
lasts for, I think, 10 minutes. Sorry, let me just check.
I suppose it makes some sense that your godly aura disappears at that
Yeah.
the murdering of your god.
Yeah. Yeah. It lasts for a minute. Okay, sweet. So, I think is that that was Evelyn's go. Okay, Remy, your go.
Can I reach her?
You can.
I can. If I can
Okay.
stab her, I'm gonna fucking stab her.
Go for it. So she's not that far away from you. She's just over by Elishan, so you can kind of run and jump and strike her.
Okay, right on. I've got a low roll of a 21. Isn't it misses?
21 misses.
Okay, then I've got a 23, a 27,
Misses.
and a crit.
Hits. Hits.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't do my math this time.
No problem, no problem.
So let's see how. 3 of these guys, 6 of these guys, 3 of these guys, plus 14. Um, 53 points of damage.
53 points of damage. Very nice. So very nice indeed.
And I will heal myself for 20. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to use spend luck and re-roll one of my attacks.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'll roll that 20 again. That is an 18 on the die, which is a crit.
18 on the die.
For a total of 46, 84, 28, plus 7. That's going to be a total of 30, 40, 50 points of damage.
50.
And I'll heal for another 11.
That's easy.
Okay.
Very well.
That's it. This is the most I've ever used my luck points. Good.
At the end of your turn, she is going to spin and she is going to paroxysm you.
Okay.
That is going to be con save.
Thank God. Something I don't need a natural 20 to succeed on. Okay, I can do that. Nice. So that'll be a 29.
29 is a success, so you take half of 118, which is 59. You take half of that, which is 29.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
29 necrotic. As this just burst of light kind of is forced, or not light, sorry, absence of light.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of forced through your being. You all need to stop making your saves. That's what.
No, because that's like instant unconsciousness for most of us. So
yeah, it's also a bunch of chaos points if you fail your save.
Oh, I actually fucked up. My save was actually a 26.
That is still a success.
Okay, good.
I think these potions alone have negated as much damage as I have health.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why I gave it.
yeah, Elishan would be like unconscious like twice over right now.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, I can go ham with damage because I had written down that you guys were resistant.
I mean, that's meta-ing their DM.
I'd written that. I'd written this encounter like 3 weeks ago. So
yeah, sure.
I've been adding to it and been like, oh, let's do necrotic.
Sure. Anyways, it's Elishan's go, and so
yeah, it is.
she's going to see Evelyn do something to Rose, and Rose gets all like the mace goes down like limp or whatever, and she looks broken. Yep. And Elishan's just going to scream at Evelyn, like, you leave my friends alone. And she's casting Psychic Scream, and so like the words alone just kind of like echo and like go out in like a huge shockwave across the chaos plane. And so that's an intelligence saving throw that Evelyn's going to need to make.
The exact spell that Evelyn used on Rose, except not 10 people vision. She fails, but she's going to choose to succeed.
Okay, well, she is going to take half of 14d6, which I pre-rolled in a dice roller, and so she's going to take half of 66 psychic.
Nice. And
how many legendary resistances is she down now? That's 3?
She's used 2.
She's used 2?
Yep.
I thought she used 1.
Vagdas did use 1.
Yeah, Vagdas used 1, or Vagdas used 1, and she's used 2, and she succeeded naturally on 1 save as well.
Could have sworn she used 1 for
1 on the cantrip.
Is that the only time she's used it? Okay.
This is the second one.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So Evelyn, her response is no. And and then it's Rose and Crean's go.
A low roll of 25
On
Crean?
your attack?
For Crean,
Yep,
yeah, for
that's-
Crean.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 22 damage total.
22 damage. Nice.
And
And your save.
Rose fails her save.
Okay, that's 2 rounds of that gone.
Yay!
Okay. Byron.
So just Byron at the bottom of the stairs, like turns back. Presumably, he could see. I don't know.
Yep.
That Rose is in trouble, even from this distance,
Yeah.
perhaps. Is Evelyn like right next to her, or like floating around?
No,
or-
everyone's running Alishan
Okay.
and Green and Arthas and Vela.
Telepathic, because we got the Rary's telepathic bond. I try. The others probably can hear it too, but it is directed predominantly at Rose, and it's like you have to continue the fight. And he like raises his hand, with his like fingers pointing upwards, and he's going to use the malleable illusions, change his or some of the Mirage Arcane, and he's just going to build like like the keep, like the fortress around Rose. It doesn't have to be the full one, but like all these bricks go like
Awesome.
she's not trapped in like a prison. There is probably a door somewhere internally.
Yeah.
I don't want
But
to freak
she's
her out even more, but yeah, she's protected perhaps for now. I'm sure Evelyn could probably smash through some of it, but
Yeah,
that's
please.
the best I can do.
And Byron would remember to put light in there. He wouldn't
Yes.
make the claustrophobic dwarf lock her in a closet with his illusion and give her flashbacks.
I
He
mean,
would
she's
remember-
already in a bad state.
Yeah.
But yeah, this construct just builds itself, and it's familiar, hopefully. And then he like turns, and he's gonna ride the Bigby's hand 60 feet up this stairs, making sure not to touch any of the walls or anything. Just floats on up.
Yeah. Vela's go. Oh, she crit. And she got another hit. Let's see. That is going to be 32 points of damage total.
Woo.
And Arthas. Oh, he's going to Arthas that up beautifully and miss both times. Evelyn
Are any
turns
of
to
them close enough
Arthas
for him to use his inspiration on? Or is he saving that for a save?
they were bad. One's
Okay.
a 5, one's a 9. So the 9 could have got there, but I don't know. If
No, it's okay. It's okay.
he's got death saves to make. I don't actually think you can use them, but still.
Did Arthas go
yeah.
down?
No. He just,
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
mean,
just
it
being a
doesn't say that you can't use them on death saves. It just says
right.
any attack roll or ability check or save when you're inspired, and it's
Right.
a save. So
speaking of going down, Evelyn turns and surveys you all. You, she says, and she points at Vela with a finger, and she clenches her fist and casts Power Word Death, or Power Word Kill.
is that an attack roll?
No, it just happens if she's below 100 hit points.
I mean, only you would know.
Are you going to counterspell?
I can't.
Vela dies.
Byron's gonna still feel so bad when he gets back.
So Byron, just to be a bitch,
Probably.
you watch.
I'm already at the
Um,
stairs. I'm in the stairwell.
Yeah,
Unless there's
you
a
know, you can
window
see-
as I pass.
I mean,
by.
he can
Yeah,
probably
if you
maybe
can see
feel
Rose
her.
or to move the spell over her, then I'm going to say you can see this.
And
Oh.
also, like, there's the whole very telepathic bond. We probably all feel Vela die.
Yeah. So you feel/watch as Evelyn just twists her fist and Vela's form just explodes outwards into chaos energy for a moment before sucking back in, and then she just collapses forward. And she's not unconscious, she is dead. With that, is Remy's go.
So Remy will just cry out in fury and unleash another wave of attacks. I will spare you all the sound of Remy's fury. But my low roll is a 24.
24 misses.
Okay. So then the total damage is going to be 60, 70, 80, 85 points of damage.
So you bring your sword through Evelyn's back, and there's a and her body just crunches and sucks in, and she just falls down dead, and her body just reinvigorates into the plane as you kill this form of Evelyn. And all you hear as she dies is a soft, giggling laughter.
If I have any more action mechanics to play with here, I'll run over to Vela and I'll feed her a potion.
Okay. She is dead.
So,
she
so
is
no.
not unconscious.
Okay. Remy doesn't know that.
A potion will do nothing. Yeah. Okay. So you just feed this potion as it kind of drips like over her chin and into her mouth. She doesn't respond.
Once I get that, I'll just set her down and head into the tower.
Okay.
Remember, Rose is still like out of it.
A gibbering wreck.
I mean, she would have made her save the next.
Well, if that manifestation of Evelyn has died, then surely the concentration on the spell has faded, or is it not concentration?
I don't know. You cast as well, man.
Psychic Scream is not concentration. So, but
So
it
she-
also, on a failed save and is stunned. Yeah, you're stunned until you save.
Yeah, and I would have saved my next turn anyway.
Yeah, so Rose, you come to terms with the image in your mind, and you can't comprehend it. You finally are able to push it out so that other thoughts have room in your head, and it's still there, and you think it's going to be there for the rest of your life. That vision and image, and knowing that you've just witnessed the thing you've devoted your life to die, and that's going to be with you forever. But though you may have darker circles under your eye, you stagger out, ready to enact your revenge.
I mean, she
Can
thinks
I-
that's what she saw. It could have been an illusion because Rose is white and the kitty is.
Can I get to Bela in time to
You can.
Cast Revivify?
Yep. So you are pulled in once again into that familiar place, and this time you're in a very dark place, almost darker than anything you've ever been, and you can feel your feet touching stone. You look around and you see that there's one path that leads upwards and one that leads downwards. Which do you choose?
Up.
So you continue on the path up, and you see that ahead of you, one path leads towards a city, and the other leads to open fields of rye. Which do you choose?
I don't have time for this. The field?
If someone would like to help her.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going to help her? Has to be someone right there.
So not me.
No, it can't be you.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards fields.
What are the options? Fields or what?
A city.
Fields or a city.
I mean, she's a drow, right?
She is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's kind of shirked off that kind of drow stuff, right?
Who? I need you to not discuss it. Sorry, and I need someone to say that they're helping.
Remy does not know her well enough.
Oh, that's up to it's you see because I can't. If you're going to help or not, I can. I know what I would choose.
Yeah, sure. Elishan's gonna help, and so
Rose, you see the vision of Alishan made of stars appear at your shoulder. As Alishan reaches out and places a hand on the world and closes her eyes.
do I get a particular feeling about either one, or is it just kind of I had to say
You
my
can make me an
answer?
insight check.
Insight check?
Yep.
Do. I'm going to inspire myself. Oh, shit. That fell on the floor. That was bonkers. So 9 plus, 15, 24.
Okay.
That hit me
You
dead.
think Vela has done everything she can to escape her old life. You think that her life in the city was a horror and a nightmare, and that whatever she chooses, it wouldn't be to go back to something like that.
Yes. Elishan will say as much. It's like she lived in a city in underground and did everything she could to get away.
Fields? Fields. I feel like it should be Fields.
Yeah, Fields.
You move
Fields.
through the fields, and there you see Vela sitting on her knees, well, kneeling, and just looking up at the sky. And she kind of turns, looks at you, and just nods with a smile. And you all jump awake, including Vela. She sort of like has this really deep kind of panting. And she just like looks up at you with these wide eyes, Rose, and she just says, you.
We're not done yet.
Remy's going to take off his captain's hat and put it on Vela. And say,
All right, hold on. Think healing.
and it'll heal her for 2d10 hit points.
Awesome.
What? Where did this come from?
It's got a rune on it.
Yep.
He'll also give her a greater healing potion.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Elishan's gonna recognize the knife or the rune and be like, "Oh yeah, I have a knife that does that too," and I'm gonna use my knife.
I mean, this is the first time I've ever used it, honestly.
Right. Elishan's gonna heal herself 6.
Meanwhile, Byron, the stairs you're climbing, so far you've been going up the stairs and seeming to get nowhere, but as soon as Evelyn died, the stairs, nothing changed, but you feel like you're going up, and you do reach the top. At the top, you see a large circular room, much bigger than it should be. There is a writhing mass of chaos at the center, a beacon of pure energy that is more intense than anything you've ever seen. Around it is a translucent black and blue chaos shield that forms a perfect bubble around this orb. And it kind of writhes, and it almost looks like the orb is moving towards you in the bubble, or reaching out for you slightly as you enter the room.
Can we sense this through the bond?
Sorry.
If Byron says anything, then yes.
So is the orb like slowly coming for me, or
No,
it
so
just
it
seem to-
stays where it is, but there's like
Okay.
tentacles almost that are reaching out. vaguely in your direction.
But it's behind a shield.
It is.
Vela doesn't get reconnected since she died, because I guess I have to recast it with her in it, I suppose. So he doesn't. He's just like gritted teeth, like after her like absence from that. I don't like her face of pure concentration. Is there anything like? So it's a unusually large room. There is nothing else around apart from this bubble of
Yeah.
protective force around a sort of tendrily black chaos. Beacon,
Exactly.
you said.
Exactly.
Is there anything he can glean from it or the dirt?
You can make a Arcana check.
Sweet. That is what I shall do. That is 27.
You have a near crushing headache. Your body and your mind feel just wrong. This is more potent chaos than you've ever seen before. And you think that this could be it. The center.
Sorry, I should have been more specific. Is there anything I can do, like I feel I can do against it?
So the shield to you doesn't look like a physical shield necessarily. And as you step closer, the kind of section reaching for you gets stronger and stronger until as you kind of near the shield. And the shield is sort of, there's a 10-foot gap between the bubble and the shield. And as you get near it, a tendril like fully lashes out and hits the inside of the shield, almost like when you put your hand on one of those kind of lightning balls and the lightning kind of goes through your fingers like that, and it's sort of moving against it. You think the shield is designed to somehow control and keep the chaos in.
Okay. He sort of stares deep into the writhing blue-black and telepathically goes, "I've found the heart."
Vela's fine. Vela's fine, Elishan says in the telepathic bond.
I don't know. You don't really send emotion. I'm going to say you feel a relief.
Yeah.
We'll assume you're happy about it.
Yeah. And we're going to head
Asterisk relief, asterisk.
I wanted it to be a feeling rather than him saying good. Or something.
Yeah. Hey,
Feel
it's a telepathic bond. You can send what you want, Byron.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll support. I'm always about the emotions. But yeah, Elishan is going to head up to the tower.
While they're navigating, can I, because I have the hand handy, can I like move the hand into contact with the ball? Like, does it offer resistance?
So it moves the ball. It moves through the ball as though it wasn't there. And as soon as it does, there's a lash, another tendril that strikes out for it. The hand
Actually have stats.
Can Remy start making his way up the stairs?
Yeah, everyone is, I assume.
Yeah.
The hand takes 769 damage.
Whoa!
769 damage.
Nice.
And the hand is just vaporized.
I'm afraid all I can see in my mind's eye now is like the Terminator, like thumbs up disappearing into the blue-black.
Amazing.
It actually does have hit points.
It does, yeah. I went to check them, and then you said the damage, and I was just like, nope. I guess I got an idea of how much damage it did from observing it and feeling the hand get destroyed.
So the rest of you reach the top.
So we were told we need some kind of artifact to destroy it, right? No?
No.
Making that up? No? Okay. We never really got an indication of what we're supposed to do with it.
Just that
Alishan
we-
is gonna try to cast calm emotions.
Oh Jesus.
Here we go.
On the orb.
The chaos within it.
Yeah. When I say the orb, I mean the actual chaos itself.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
say the shield, I mean the shieldy
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yes.
Alishan, you were taken far away. You are in a familiar corridor. The one that you were in when Evelyn was chasing you as a star, when you were trying to fight Fenderal and Gurudam. You see Evelyn walking towards you, wearing her human form. And he gets very close and considers you for a moment. You can't move. You seem frozen in place. And she leans in. You're my favorite. And I think I want to keep you like this. The rest of them, I'm going to turn them into more lords for my kingdom. But you, above all the others, you are going to stay the way you are for eternity. You're going to watch me turn your dog into a twisted beast of chaos. What do you do? Or say? You can't really do anything.
She's going to say, not today. Or any other. See,
I'm afraid.
I know your tricks. This is all a trick. Like your little illusion of Kidius and your little mind tricks that you did with the shade. None of this is real. As much as you like to pretend that this place is, you know, an extension of your power and your abilities, it's all just magic and dust. No more real than any of Byron's magic. And we're going to kill you, she says with a smile.
I'm afraid, my darling, you haven't quite got your facts correct. You see, well, yes, I do like to use illusions and fabrications to twist your little minds. This place, it is funny to call it a place. It is me. That orb that you're staring at, that's my heart. I won't deny it. You could step inside and kill me right now. Well, you could try. But here's the thing you haven't considered. You are within my essence. If you try and do anything against me, you try and hurt me in any way, then it will have very real consequences for you and everyone you love. Because there is nothing I love more than twisting minds, but your mind's a little bit special, Alishan, because your mind is already mine. I've seen into your soul. I've seen who you are, and I know just how to break you. And so, I hope when you return, you enjoy what you find.
Can I do something?
You can. As far as you can see, Elishan maybe murmured something and it's just kind of standing there, frozen in place.
So Remy sees a big boiling black heart of chaos surrounded by an energy field.
Yep.
Remy's gonna take his dick out and pee on it.
All right. So your your pee. I mean, can Remy pee 10 feet?
Sure. It's got a 16 con.
He has to clench a little bit, but he can get there. Yeah, so as soon as anything passes through that shield, it's just immediately vaporized.
Okay.
Fills
roll.
the air with the smell of burnt.
796 damage there to your urine.
Once he's out of juice, he's gonna kind of tap it, put it away, be like,
Well, that was my idea.
Does Rose get any kind of like leanings or any inclination as to what to do?
So as you near, as you're all standing in this room, there is a tentacle for every single one of you that is sort of writhing and twisting against the shield, trying to break away. But as each one kind of appears and moves towards you, the others lessen slightly, grow smaller.
What's the one that's connected to Elishan doing?
So it's doing exactly the same. So there are 6 tentacles, one of each writhing towards you. So Byron, when you walked in the room, the one facing you was enormous, but now the 6 of you, they're much thinner and slower looking.
So,
We're going to flip back to Elisham for a moment. El, do you say anything to that monologue?
I can't do anything but talk, right?
Yeah.
No. She's just going to... What was the last thing she said? I'm sorry.
Said, when you get back, I hope you like what you find.
Mm. Sorry, I'm having yeah, Elishan
Okay.
is just going to kind of smile and say that we didn't come all this way for nothing. It doesn't matter what it takes.
Yes, you did. And you are forced back into your body again. I want perception checks from everyone, please.
My passive is a 25.
Okay. You're still going to want to make that check.
Okay.
No. I do not see. He's staring intently, trying to analyze the orb.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Fail.
Uh, 19 on the dice plus 15 for 34.
Okay. Elishan, there's something coming up the stairs. Or, no, there's not. instead, what you initially thought was sort of maybe footsteps or something that are extremely quiet, you turn to see the doorway that you entered into this dark room shift and change. And it becomes a huge set of jaws. And then the room kind of behind you shifts and twists and begins to turn into the face of Evelyn. And the reason you all made the perception check is that this is silent. And if Elishan hadn't turned around, she would never have seen the fact that half of the tower now, pulling away from itself, is a gigantic version of Evelyn. High, it seems. And her face is a mask of fury. What do you want to do, Elishan? You have a split second.
She says nothing.
Oh,
Stands in stunned
I
silence.
I was muted, so I was just like clarifying that the floor that we're on is fine. It was just like the door was a mouth, and then it's pulling back, like she was like window licking and
almost
pulling back.
Yeah.
And so like we're fine where we're at, and so she's just going to
At the moment.
Sure, for the moment. Going to turn and cast Firewall along the edge of the tower that's still us.
Okay. Yeah. And so all of you kind of spin at this point and see this gigantic version of Evelyn stepping away from the tower a second. And all of her movements seem just as fast, even though she's giant. And she kind of leers out at you all, and her eye is larger than any of you. And I'm going to need a wisdom save from every single one of you, please.
Have advantage?
Yep.
We have advantage.
Failures
Yeah,
succeed. Arthas fails.
Wisdom save.
Can
Yeah.
Arthas use his inspiration?
He can. And he's going to. That's going to be a 3 on the die, which is enough to get him over.
28 for Elishan.
I had
22.
I had to burn Indomitable, but I rolled a 20 on the die, so that automatically 6 saves.
The DC, yeah, dope. So you automatically succeed. Elishan succeeds. Byron, you fail.
Hang on, I rolled 22, but Crean is there,
Yeah,
so I got 26.
Okay.
Because we're all
You
in
succeed
one
then.
room. Cool.
Crean got a 32. And Rose got a 27.
Okay. So Evelyn kind of holds out her arms, and they become these huge sweeping kind of tendrils of chaos that twist and snake towards you. You're each going to take half of 174 damage, which is 87.
Is this necrotic damage?
As chaos. Yep. So half again to 43.
Okay.
As as tiny kind of mini tendrils come off of each of the large ones and just burst through every single one of you. Arthas is looking very rough. Bela is looking actually okay.
Are we in initiative again?
Yeah, we are, but we're just going to keep the same initiative, I think, if everyone's cool with that. So that was Evelyn's go. Remy, it's your go.
Can I strike her?
She is quite far away, so you won't be able to strike her. You could maybe run and jump off the tower and get to her feet, but the tower is hundreds of feet high.
Right.
Could he hit tentacles?
You could hit the tentacles.
Are the tentacles going to disintegrate me?
I mean, they're stabbing into you.
The ones
I'm
on
confused.
Evelyn, not the orb tentacles.
Oh,
Everyone,
okay.
everyone has their own tentacles.
If there's anything within striking range, I will attack it. If I can hit the tentacles, I will.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So whenever Elishon cast calm emotions on the orb stuff, there was no like physical change while she was doing that, trying to
No physical
calm the chaos.
No.
I've got a 32, a 21, a 25, and a 34.
Okay. What was the lowest? Sorry.
21.
21 misses.
Okay, 25 hits.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's 2 crits. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see here. So that's 5d4 plus 10d6. All right. 2, 6, 8. Yeah. 10d6 plus 5d8 plus 21. 30, 50, 70, 4, 82, 86 points of damage.
86 points of damage. Nice.
And I'll heal for 10.
So you slam your sword into this tentacle and it lops off, but immediately regrows.
That's not good. I'll use a... Oh, I use my bonus action to attack. I keep forgetting that. All right, I'm done. I'll just kind of say to Byron,
Anything you can do to get me a little closer? Right to your face.
Working on it.
Okay, so the wall of fire, whenever the tendrils went through, are going to take 5d8 fire damage.
Okay.
This is not part of my turn. 10, 21 points of fire damage to each thing that went through the fire.
Okay. So again, they sort of burn and crisp up, but just reform faster than they're destroyed. At the end of your turn,
It's not my turn. No, that wasn't my turn. That was what I did before initiative started. They just, went through the flames.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah. Quit trying to take my turn, man. Elishon is going to cast Dissonant Whispers at Evelyn. So that's a wisdom saving throw.
She fails, but chooses to succeed.
Okay, cool. I was kind of hoping I would make her run away from the tower, but that's going to be half of 11. Yeah, okay. Half of 11, so she takes 5 points of psychic damage. Yay! Yeah, but yeah, she's basic. I'm sure that Evelyn speaks Infernal, and so it's this Elishon going. It doesn't matter what you throw at us, we're still gonna kill you in Infernal. So it's all like, all gribbly and backwards sounding. Like that. Sniff off for the staff.
At the end of your turn, she says, "It's not you I'm going to be throwing things at." And she's going to unleash a paroxysm on Arthas. Yeah, boy. Int save. -2 modifier with a natural 8. Boy's going to take a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, Arthas takes 81 necrotic, half to 40. And has to make where's my thing? Okay, he has to make 10 chaos saves.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we'll just see how
I
many
mean,
points he
not
gets.
rolling a 1 is pretty. He could do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay, there's 1.
Oh fuck!
There's another 1.
Damn it,
4.
Rob!
Okay,
you're not
so he
allowed.
gets 2 points of chaos.
You're not allowed to roll these.
That doesn't really matter though because Arthur goes down.
His werewolf form went down, and his human form lost all the hit points. We kind of missed.
Yeah, so his werewolf form goes down. I mean, and then he's how many hit points? Yeah, so he's okay, but he is looking rough. Actually, I think his werewolf form should have gone down way earlier, but still, I forgot about that. I'll okay.
Yeah, he's got 2 pulls of hit points. Don't kill my boyfriend.
Oh, actually, yeah, his werewolf form, she attacked him. Okay, no matter. That's fine. I just summed his hit points.
So is he nearly dead?
Arthur's
Or is he dead?
Yeah,
He's nearly-
he is
he's
nearly
nearly
down.
dead. He's not dead.
Okay.
In
other
human
side of the
form
tower.
and nearly dead.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Tower pulls away, and another giant Evelyn is formed. Strangely, this room, which is basically just a ceiling and a floor and the orb in the middle, remains exactly where it was. 2 giant Evelyns now. And the sheer size, like, you know, when you stand next to a tall building, you look up and you struggle. It feels weird. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but it is like that. The sheer size of seeing a creature of this intensity and this hugeness, it's a difficult concept to kind of deal with. And especially for you, Rose, it's tough because you've just seen another Evelyn of the size tear apart your god, but again, you kind of force that fear down as just all around you is this swirling smoke of chaos that kind of encircles the 2 Evelyns and the floating room, kind of building up around you and blocking out all of that ghostly, eerie light that sat on the horizon, as now everything seems dark and black and lifeless, as chaos is all, and all is chaos. But anyway, that's Rose and Queen's turn.
All right. So Rose is gonna say, "I've had about enough of this," and she is gonna turn and cast in the sphere or the little like chamber, like over the chaos thing. Dawn.
Okay.
It's gonna create a cylinder of radiant light right over the chaos heart.
Okay.
And Evelyn needs to make a con save.
Evelyn or the orb?
The whatever that is, it's that orby heart thing.
Okay. It succeeds.
Is the energy field still up around it?
Yeah.
Can I place the spell in it though?
So the light kind of, it does penetrate through the shield, but it's just light around the orb. The orb still, it doesn't seem to be impacted in any way.
So it's not taking any damage?
It is
No.
half on a successful save.
Yeah.
It's this, you get the impression looking at this that mere spells and attacks aren't going to be enough to cut it. This is the heart of a plane. Just doing damage to it isn't what's going to destroy it. You have to subvert it.
She said something about going inside, right?
Yes.
Who did?
Anything that's
Evelyn.
gone in there has been utterly destroyed, supposedly, but
Can you just teleport us inside?
you can pass
And
through the barrier, no
yeah.
problem. You just die from the
Yeah, you
tendrils
can,
and
you
the
can walk.
So the tendrils are what's damaging, doing 700 points of damage.
Yeah, but they get weaker the more of us that are closer. So it's
Yeah.
like one of those we all have to go up and touch it at the same time, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. And,
You might split all of that damage if you're
yeah.
lucky.
Even splitting that damage would be enough to kill Elishon at this point.
So it did. I don't know. We wouldn't. I would. In the roughest terms, do I know roughly how much damage that did? Not in numbers, but like there's 6 of us, and it did roughly 700 damage or something, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah,
You've seen it. Yeah, do enough to kill you 7, maybe 8 times over.
So if we were to all share that, it would. We're at a number deficit already, and we're not healthy. That's a problem.
But we can't. So when we damage her, she just regenerates, right?
Yeah, she's not the. That's why Byron's been trying to work against her, not directly, because we can't do anything about. And now there's 2 giant tower versions. I'm trying to. I had an idea. I don't really know if it's gonna work without obliteration, to be honest.
But do we make that sacrifice?
I say teleport us all inside the heart.
It's
Touch
not my
it like
anyway.
Guardians of the Galaxy. And we all
Right.
just share
Dance off.
we dance off, and then we share, grab hands and grab the Infinity Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty
We're
much.
the guardians of the keep, bitch.
So we think it did over 700 damage.
Yeah, in the roughest terms, it did, and Byron sensed that to some extent when Bigby's hand got utterly destroyed.
Okay,
So he's
I have a
several
plan.
classes worth.
I have a
Okay.
plan, but because I was stupid and did Dawn, it's gonna have to wait.
Okay.
As a bonus action, you can move the Dawn cylinder into one of the Evelyns.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
There's multiple giant Evelyns now.
And there's a
There's
crew.
2.
And there's a Kreen who got a 28 and a crit.
Yeah, so
And
he
he's
just
gonna-
began slicing through tendrils.
Yeah, because he's gonna fucking throw a fucking giant ass smite into it.
On that crit, yeah.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah, boy.
Might buy us some time.
Uh, 48 on the crit, and then there's the other one hit as well.
What was the other one?
It would have been a
Sorry?
28,
Yeah.
and that is going to be 17 points of damage.
So Crean just screams out and slices into the tendril, and you see this cracking of white light all the way up the tendril, and it explodes outwards. And you actually hear Evelyn scream in what sounds like pain as a huge section of chaos is just burnt away into nothingness. And one of the Evelyns only has one arm.
And I am going to move that Dawn.
Okay, you turn and you see the orb shrink slightly.
Good sign,
Do we know why?
because we cut off the tentacle.
Immediately after one of the Evelyns lost its giant tendril arm.
Okay.
So damaging the tentacles on the heart damages Evelyn in general.
No, damaging other way around.
Okay.
Damaging Evelyn damages the tendrils in the
Got
thing.
it.
So if we stuck Bigby's hand in there now, it might not do 700 points of damage. It might do 600 points of damage. So basically, the weaker she is, the more manageable that damage might be. In theory.
Okay, so I'm going to need a con save from where I'm moving my...
17. She chooses to succeed.
That's cool. She's still going to take half. As soon as I get my dice roller up. Uh, 30, so 15.
Okay. Is that your go, Jade?
Yep.
That
Yes.
15 radiance or something else?
It's radiant.
So,
The second Evelyn is going to swing and drive her tentacles through the backs of all of you. I need Constitution saving throws, please.
Are you making Constitution saves? Because it's like this chaos hitting us and not like any, like not
Yeah,
attack rolls or whatever.
Yeah, because I couldn't really be bothered to make 6 attack rolls or whatever.
I
It's
mean,
a 30.
but you know, I have a better chance of.
You're looking for a 25 to beat.
Yeah, fail.
I just succeed with Crean. God, I love Crean.
I got like a 9 with Crean. No, a 11 with Crean.
Yeesh.
I forgot about my pluses.
Luckily, I leveled, have Constitution, Resilience.
Yeah,
whatever.
you took Resilient Con. I took
Okay,
Resilient Wisdom.
You take 64 necrotic damage, half to 32.
Elishan's on 3 hit points.
So if you succeed, it goes to 15 or 17?
No, 64 down to
Succeed,
30.
16.
If you succeed, it's down to 16?
Yeah, because you'll
Okay.
take half necrotic.
Yep.
32 or 16. And with that, Byron.
Did Vela and Arthas get their turns?
They act last because they got a 13 and a 12.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was that a legendary action?
It
Attack?
was.
No, that was the second Evelyn.
It was the second Evelyn's legendary action. The second Evelyn goes before Rosencreen, and it
Okay.
chose to take its legendary action at the end of Rosencreen's turn.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Getting a little difficult to keep this all on track. So that's 50 and 75. Byron's on half health. You see him bloodied. Fuck. Okay. So it does look like they damage. I was trying to think of some clever plan to get the heart, because everything got weaker with the more people.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if I could plane shift it into the material plane and just get like a load of refugees to stand around it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
But if the giant things do weaken it, and see, I could do defensive stuff. Or I could put Remy into
Super Saiyan Remy!
fastball special.
Dan,
Yeah.
I'd like to make it known that you know what I want you to do.
Oh my.
That's
Very
speaking.
suggestive.
That's not your dungeon master. That's just Rob.
Sure.
Don't feel obliged. I'm just saying. Feel obliged.
I'll probably be around for another round of combat. I'm gonna fastball special Remy. Why not? So yeah, I'm gonna Bigby's hand again because I've got another one to give, and it will pick up. Effectively, it's going to move Remy 60 feet towards the thing, but it will throw him because it's funny, I guess.
Go for it.
It's gonna throw him only to like be like there underneath him to catch him.
Yes, it can do that. Let's get
Awesome.
an action. So, yeah, I will transport Remy to a thing, to one of them, the injured one. Why not finish it off? I guess. And I'll get a quick impact punch with it. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
How big is she right now?
She's hundreds of feet tall.
Can I just stand on her shoulder?
I mean, you could, yeah.
I mean, it'd be
You're
like
like the
10
size.
feet wide, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb inside her ear. Oh man.
21 damage from the punch.
21 damage. Okay.
He's going to stay very close to the others.
Yep.
Oh, that's a point. I have all the mirror images up as well, but you're not making any attack rolls. And I also have shield, but we're not getting attack roll. There's nothing I can do with a bonus. I'm gonna ready with my bonus. I'm just gonna ready a potion to give to Elishan because I'm sure she looks almost dead. Oh well, several of us do.
Awesome. Okay. Is that your turn, Byron?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Arthas and Vela. Sorry, Vela first, actually. Vela is just going to strike at the nearest tentacle. Ooh. 3 hits. So, okay, so Vela swinging insanely fast with her quarterstaff, and each time it hits, it's like this kind of burst of shadow that seems to counter the chaos, and she eventually brings it down. There is this kind of wisp as the once arm just kind of dissipates in shadow, and one of the arms of the one of the other tentacle arms of the non-injured Evelyn, the second one to appear, vanishes and crushes into dust that just kind of falls apart, and the orb in the center shrinks by half. For Arthur's go. He's going to roll a 12 and a 16. Okay, the 16 is going to hit. 17. Okay, so he does 27 damage with a baller ass roll. And so yeah, he's just like laying into one of the other tentacles, the one that's going for Alishan and co, kind of coming up behind her. But before that, or after that, sorry, it is Evelyn's go.
Boy, honey, it would have been really great if you had healed me before this happened.
Yeah, you probably should. Okay. The first Evelyn then is she is going to roll for this. She's going to point a massive hand as it forms and twists back into a hand from a tentacle at Elishan and say,
Of course.
"You asked for this." And she's going to cast Power Word Kill.
Infinite 9th level spells.
I don't suppose Byron could counterspell that one for you.
I'm actually close enough this time, unless she's 60 foot away on the tower.
No, you may counterspell it.
Okay, good. It is 9th level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put a
About to
DC
just
9.
cast it a third.
Yeah. Is it an Arcana check they have to make? I can't remember.
It's spell casting check. I think.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not Arcana exactly.
Sure.
spell
Mm.
attack.
It's plus like your spell attack roll or whatever.
Oh, plus my spell attack roll.
Or
Okay.
is it?
I'm
It's just
looking at it
spell
right now.
attack
It's that the
modifier.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, and you make a make an ability check. So it's just the ability. So it's just your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
But I inspired you like ages ago, didn't I? Or did you use it?
Rob gave me.
Oh no, no,
inspiration.
no. No, that's right. No, that's right.
Yeah, you have.
I
you
gave
have-
it to Arthas. I gave it to Arthas, not Byron.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep myself alive.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't roll enough.
Did you
To
roll with
get a
advantage?
DC 19. I did. I rolled bad,
Uh,
and then I used my inspiration, and I rolled
Bad
not
again.
enough.
So
It's not
Alice,
not skilled in this. I don't get the proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah.
It's just the stat, the int mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's what Dylan's saying, and
That's what the spell says, yeah.
Okay.
So, Alishan, you feel an intense pain in your chest, and then everything goes black, and then there is no more Alishan. You're dead.
You nothing.
We'll come back to that. Arthas, in the meantime, sees this happen and just screams out in a terrified, anguished cry as you fall, and he leaps towards you, clutching your body, and feeling that you're no longer alive, trying desperately to connect with spells to bring you back, but finding that nothing seems to work. With that, we'll move to Remy's turn.
Remy probably has no idea that Elle is dead, except that she's not thinking anymore. So he's gonna stay focused on his job, and he's gonna make his attacks on Evelyn. And I closed my dice roller window for some stupid reason. Here we go. So 4 attacks. At plus 13. A crit. 27 to hit. A 28 to hit. And another crit.
Nice.
So that'll be, oh boy, 44, 64, 66, 10d6, 4d6, 66, d8, sorry, plus 27, 80, 110, 106. No, that doesn't make any sense. 80, 110, 116. I'm looking for.
All right. So, you see 2 of the tentacles. Just
Am I close enough to like attack her like in the face?
yeah. So I'm imagining you're kind of slashing at her neck at this point.
Yeah.
And so you just see like these wounds open and just like chaos, kind of viscera just begin pouring out. And she kind of makes this like screeching, choking noise as like the sort of tentacle arm begins to shrink as it loses its power, and the orb just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks in the center of the tower room. The other Evelyn is going to use a legendary action to make an attack at 3 of you. That is going to be Arthas, that is going to be Rose, and that is going to be Green. That's a natural 20 on Arthas. It's a natural 5. So total 20 on Rose. And that is a natural 13, so total 28 on Green.
That's a miss on Rose and a hit on Crane.
Okay. Crean takes 44 points of necrotic, half to 22. And Arthur's takes 71 necrotic, half to 35. And Arthur's falls unconscious, clutching Alishan and holding her to him as he just slumps forward as just this burst of chaos energy just plunges into his back and blood just bubbles up out of him and he collapses forward, rolling, still clutching Alishan. Alishan would be next. Then it is the second Evelyn's turn. The second Evelyn is going to make an attack against Byron, against Vela, and against we'll say Rose. Byron, that is good. 25 to hit you.
It misses. I'm just gonna declare the illusion reality.
Oh, awesome. That is going to be a 17 to hit Vela, which misses, and a 27 to hit Green.
That's a hit.
Green takes, that's not a great roll, 29 points of necrotic, halved to 14.
Yeah,
Rose
I
and
had all
Green.
of other things.
Well, first of all, Rose is going to do a mass cure wounds.
With 2 members of the party down, and I suppose they can't get any more dead for now. It's probably safer.
Yeah, sure.
mean-
just bring Arthas back to consciousness so he has to deal with it some more.
I mean, I can just, heal myself or Kreen or somebody. I mean, I don't have to try to get more people fighting. But, I mean, so anyone who wants it, so I guess.
I would like health. I'm good with that.
I would like Caleb.
Can have 44 hit points.
Woo.
Is that including Arthur's?
Yes, that's going to be including Arthas.
Doesn't get a choice.
He doesn't get a choice. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm almost at full hit points. Oh my god.
You should just jump in the orb and tank it, Remy.
That's what I wanted to do.
So Arthur's kind of gives a soft whimper and wakes up and is immediately greeted by the corpse of his beloved Elishan again, and slowly begins to stand as you see like the veins kind of popping in his arms and his neck is just like a bestial fury overtakes him and he turns back into his direwolf form, shaking and screaming.
See, there we go. That's what I wanted. And
Was Green getting low? Because he was taking some hits.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
That's why Rose hasn't been healing. She's just been saving it for Crean. What else would you like to do with your double tail, Jade?
Roll like shit because that's what these dice want to do.
Sounds good to me.
And then yeah, I think there might be some dawn damage coming. Maybe.
Oh yeah, go for that.
No, it's whenever they end their turn in the cylinder.
Okay, well they both have ended their turns, so they should have had some.
Yeah,
Damage.
so it would have been.
Or
It's
well, one of them does.
It's a con save of 19.
Success.
I should probably have this prepared, right?
Probably.
Not nearly as good. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then halved on a successful save.
So at this point,
Did Green have his go? Sorry.
oh, did Green
Yeah,
have
Green rolled a 10 and a 1.
Okay. Byron, it's your go.
Okay. So I imagine that Byron and Rose are very like back to back with tentacles or something, and Elishan's like at their feet, and it's looking pretty dire. Mostly because Rob wants it, and I also want it. But instead of doing more defensive things, I suppose there's actually 4 Byrons still. Not the one with Remy on, because I think that's irresponsible. I'm going to turn to the one I think killed Elishan. And he's, with like dead Elishan at his feet, he's going to look up and like knowing it was his fault, kind of. This huge, because I imagine him trying to counterspell like a huge hand and like the vast amount of energy in his like tiny hand, like hand pointing up.
Like the chapel.
Byron's like, I will make you pay. And then shouts, Mick! And unleashes that ridiculous D100s against him.
Awesome.
How many D100s?
It's the thing that I used against Elishan's brother.
Right.
It's a level 8 spell. It does 4 D100s to a single person.
Do you know what? My whole life will be complete if you roll 4 damage. That's all I want.
So to hit was a 25.
That's a hit.
Okay. I think I have 2 of Elishan D100s here, so I'll roll these.
Roll them in her honor.
Okay, so the first bit, and that was the second. That was actually quite an average roll. Let me just math this for a second.
Even the average should be pretty good.
Yes. It's still going to be pretty good, but and it is 206 damage.
You see an eruption of flame that the like of which you've only seen once. It's this blue blast of incredibly hot, almost liquid fire that being this close to actually causes you all some physical pain, and you feel like your hairs and your clothes kind of singe slightly. When your eyes finally regain the ability to see after they've all been burned out, you watch as the second Elishan, what was her head and neck, Evelyn. My bad.
Just to make sure you're dead, I shot you. 300 damage.
What was her head and neck is now no longer there, and she begins crumpling and crushing, and there's this explosion of chaos energy as she just erupts into nothingness. The orb in the center is now the size of a fist, and the tendrils reaching out towards you are weak and spindly. Arthur's turn. He is going to scream and attack the tendril nearest him, needing to feel anything except the loss and horror at the death of Elishan. And so he strikes 2 hits. Wow, okay. 17 and 21. Okay, he does 48 damage as another tendril set explodes, and the Remy, you feel the Evelyn that you're standing on stumble and begin to fall back, and all of you hear a screaming anguish in your minds. Well, all of you except Alishan, I'm afraid. As Evelyn just says one word, "No." It is her turn. Remy. She's going to attack you 3 times.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a crit, a 15 and a 14 natural, so the lowest is a 29 to hit.
I'm going to use my last luck to have you re-roll the crit.
That's a natural 17.
Okay, so all 3 hit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use a dice roller for this. Okay, you take 222 necrotic damage, half to 111.
Woo.
As she just turns and releases from her mouth a bolt of chaos that engulfs your entire body, but you stand there resilient, refusing to let her end another life. It's your go, Remy.
So Remy is just like standing on her shoulder, and she barfs chaos energy all over him.
She just turns and vomits chaos on her. Him.
So he's just kind of like dripping with miasma, and he'll take his swords and say, "See you in hell, bitch," and unleash. I did actually pre-roll these. That was a 30, a 30, a 28, and a 21 to hit. 21 misses, I assume.
21 hit, yeah.
None of those were crits, unfortunately. So it'll be 66 plus 3d4 plus 3d8 plus 21. That'll be 67 points of damage.
You plunge your blades into her neck and twist with a malice that can only be brought about by the hatred when one kills your friend. And Evelyn's entire body that you're standing on shudders, and your heart sort of jumps up into your throat as you just begin falling. But
if I can I use my movement to try to like backflip off and just hope Byron catches me with the hand?
You can.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
And I was going to suggest that Bigby's hand can be there for you to catch you.
Okay.
So I think there's no point in letting you just fall to your death.
Whoops.
It might be funny.
Yeah, that'd be a very Remy way to go out, is like kill the boss and then die from falling. But yeah, the other chaos falls, and the ball in the center of the shield turns to the size of a marble.
Is there like
Sorry?
a moment of quiet?
Yeah. We're out of initiative.
Okay. I like look to Rose as I'm like bringing Remy in. Have you got one more miracle left?
I guess we'll find out. And I will cast Raise Dead.
So this spell, something slightly different happens. Normally when you do this kind of thing, you're pulled into a strange place and have to make the decisions, but that doesn't happen this time. Well, part of it doesn't. You are pulled away, but it is to somewhere different. It's a small room, and you see a long corridor extending ahead of you, and it's all white. And you see a shape moving towards you. And that shape is Elishan. But she looks impossibly old. Hundreds and hundreds of years. Her hair is grey, her face is broken and decrepit. As she walks, she begins to stumble and fall, and you try to get to her, but she's just too far to get in time. But then you see another figure behind her. It's Arame. And she bends slowly, calmly, and helps Elishan to her feet and begins walking towards you down the corridor. Every step Elishan takes, she grows slightly younger, maybe a year at a time. And you watch as her face fills out again and grows youthful. She stands straighter. She loses her limp, and her hair recolors. Her cheeks grow rosier and more full of life. And by the time she stands before you, she looks the same as you have always known her. Apart from one change, that those haunted eyes that she always seems to have with the amount of horror that's been in her life, they seem somehow calmed. Maybe dying has changed things for her.
I grab her and hug her and say, I nearly failed you all.
That's impossible, Rose.
It was, I failed him. And I nearly failed you. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Thank you.
The light around you grows intensely bright for a moment before Elishan, her eyes flick open, and she is currently being near strangled by Arthas as he crushes her in a hug, seeing that she's awake. And he just kind of holds her to him, and he's weeping. And he just says, I thought I'd lost you.
It's okay. I'm back.
You gotta stop dying, girl.
I'll try. It's not like I do it on purpose.
Byron, as you're looking around, you see the swirling cylinder of chaos smoke that this battle has been taken place in begins to it breaks in certain places as you see hands and limbs move through that are giant, as it seems like more enormous Evelyns are making their way for the tower, though they are weak and their movements are slow. But every time more and more of her flesh is revealed, as you see what could be 3 or 4 more of these giant creatures, the orb in the center begins to grow very slightly. And as more and more of it passes into this twisting spiral of chaos, it grows and grows.
Round 3.
But it's still small, right? It's growing, but
Yeah, so it's about the size of an apple now.
okay.
Is the force field around it still there?
Yep.
Well, I see this, and Alishon is coming round. I'm just Remy goes round 3, and Baron goes, I think it's time to go. And I like reach out, and the mage hand comes out and grabs the apple orb if it can, and brings it to my hand, and I will hold it and take whatever damage it gives me, and then I'll try plane shift everyone away.
So, as your mage hand passes into the orb, it gets struck with another tentacle. Does the mage hand have stats?
I don't
Doesn't
think
have
mage
hit
hand
points,
has
no.
health. It just is a thing that interacts with things.
Okay. The orb
You
cannot
can give
move.
the damage to me. Okay, the orb can't move.
No.
I think we have to go in there.
All right.
Well,
I'll if someone can.
Well,
You know,
just heal me up. I
Sit
think
down.
I can probably take it myself. Just right. I mean, if Rose, if you can bring me up close to full health, I think I can just touch it. Be all right.
I mean, I can mass heal 700 hit points spread around to everybody.
By all
I
means.
think I did the math. It's like 116 to everyone, plus
Nice.
4 extra somewhere else.
Just Evelyn?
Elishon.
Oh,
Okay.
I only need 31 of that, so you could give anything else you want anywhere else if it works that way.
I think both my NPCs are almost at full, basically, with that.
I mean,
So-
so basically, I will bring everyone to as close to full health as I possibly can. Then.
Excellent. As
I took 120 of it.
Mm-hmm.
so I need 109 hit points to be at full.
So Elishon gets even more.
does anyone
is what I'm
does
hearing.
anyone need any more than 116 hit points to get to full?
That would be Elishon. She
Yeah.
was down 161.
I
Well,
only needed 39 of my 116, so I can
everyone's
give
at
you the
full.
others, or 31
Okay,
of them.
everyone's at
Everyone-
full.
Yeah.
Everyone is at full if he does that then. Yeah.
Uh,
So who all is
once I-
stepping into the orb?
Elishon would, of course.
Remy, you'll approach
No,
first. Yeah. I mean, if we all have to go together to make it the most secure, then we can do that. Or
Yeah.
I think we will step in. Byron grabs Fela by the hand, and they step in together.
So
Okay.
There's a smile.
as the 6 of you step in,
Remy, you'll give Arthas like a smack on the ass as they jump in.
he doesn't even register. He's just staring at Elishan, like still crying. You take 384 damage divided by 6, which is 64 each.
Not bad. Necrotic
As a
damage?
tentacle, yep. So it's 32. A tentacle on each of you feebly grasps at your bodies, but nothing to pervert the force of will that each of you exerts in this moment. You've felt pain and chaos before, and you dismiss it, refusing to let Evelyn destroy anything else this day.
Elishon, as she's like reaching out to touch it, she's like, I told you we were going to kill you, you bitch.
You hear a scream that shakes you to the core. A hideous, monstrous scream that starts off as the scream of a woman but turns into some ungodly sound that I couldn't describe with English words. As the force of your will dissipates silently the center of this orb, and you destroy the chaos. And I think that's where we'll end.